Thursday. Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick. It's Therapy Thursday. We got your docs and your clipboards and lab coats in here ready to hear your problems.
Yeah.
We are here for you. It's our community service because you got a little trouble back in the day. So we figured we would serve the people and help you out with any of your problems or queries. 888-429-0941 is how you can hit us. If you want to holler at us, you can. If you're worried about somebody recognizing your voice, then you could just text in. Let's see what we got.
I have one for you, O.
What you got?
It says, I started the biggest fight in my house. My girl takes 30-plus minute showers, so I called her out on it because she doesn't pay the bill and maybe wasn't aware of the time. She's saying I am treating her like a child, but shouldn't I be able to address things like this, or should I just let it go?
Okay, let's first of all, if it's your girl and y'all sharing water bills and stuff like that, it's a partnership. So it's not a dictatorship. She's not paying the bill, but you know, it is your girl. It's the same way you're going to be like, baby, go ahead and order you another wine because we got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to do the things that you want to do as a gesture. She'd like to take water, you know? I mean, so allow her that luxury. If it makes her comfortable, you want her to be comfortable. Now, you don't want her to be excessive. So maybe if you show her the numbers and say, hey, look how much we spending. Like maybe one time you can't go to the restaurant she wants to go to. You're like, well, because I had to pay a little bit extra. Let me show you what the regular bill is. This the bill what we've been doing. And she's like, oh, man, it ain't worth it like that. So you bring her into the process. And that's only if she's really the girl. If she ain't the girl, if she's just a girl.
Kick her out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you can fix this a lot quicker.
What?
You know, so if she's the one, bring her into the circle and let her know why you're making those decisions.
What are we talking about here? Like $20 a month?
I mean, if somebody's
For her
looking at their
happiness.
budget, we are not going to clown somebody for having a budget
I'm
when
asking.
earlier this morning, people are having things repoed.
That's right. I forgot about
So
that.
we going to appreciate a budget all day. All right, let's see here what we got. 888-429-0941. I got one for Meredith and one for Davi. Who's up next?
Go ahead, Meredith.
Okay.
Meredith, this question says, I lost my baby daddy in July, and I miss him. He was my heart. And so that goes without saying, but I'm feeling somebody else. Is it embarrassingly too soon for me to be thinking about that since July? Mind you, I don't want to look badly in front of my children.
Well, people are going to judge it either way, but I feel like everybody deserves happiness. And it's okay to want somebody, you know, to hold on to you at the end of the day. I mean, life is difficult right now, and I feel like a lot of couples are leaning on one another. And, you know, give yourself a little bit of time. It sounds like you have, but it's okay to start dating eventually. People are going to talk about it. People are
Since
going to have
July,
stuff
though?
to say.
July,
It depends on
that's-
how long they've been together. If they
a
were
little
together
tight,
for
though.
10 years,
You know, baby daddy, y'all got kids together, like at least more than me for a minute. I mean, can I get more for
you can
Davi? How long you want her to more than you?
A year and a half.
There we go. There you go. That's perfect right there.
yeah, but I mean, I get it. It's hard to go through dealing with the loss, and then you have a family you still have to take care of. And as long as you know this person's not going to take advantage of you, and it's just not a quick thing, and you really could see yourself with somebody. I mean, take it slow, but it's okay to want to be back in a relationship and want love and someone to be with on a daily basis. That's a normal human feeling, and you're gonna feel bad about it, but it's natural.
Okay.
Eventually, she's gonna move on.
That is your doctor's prognosis from Meredith MD.
I feel for her.
Now, Davi and I are just random people you might bump into in the parking lot outside the doctor's office, and we're going to tell you that it is bad mojo if you less than a year and a half. I say 2 years.
What are you talking
more than
about?
More than me for 2 years. You do it less than, you go hook up with somebody less than 2 years, I'm haunting you. I'm coming back, and it's going to be a nasty situation.
Wouldn't you want that person
I'm shaking
to be
chains.
happy?
I want you to be happy.
Right.
After you mourn me properly.
Okay.
Because the people who loved me, who watching you mourn, are going to be like, you know what? I'm slashing her tires because she did all wrong. She out here up under somebody 6 months later.
That's 2 years of your life you can't get back.
She said July.
I know. I know what it is.
February.
I get it. She can start
I
thinking
can't even
about.
get a year.
Can she get a hug? I mean, can she have a
What
little
my
bit?
son gonna say?
Well, maybe she's. I mean, obviously, I hope they don't introduce each other. Right off
Wait,
the
y'all,
bat.
whatever happens in the dark, gonna come to the light. In here working in lab coats with clipboards. It is your freak show. It is Therapy Thursday. We trying to help the peoples. All you got to do is listen to your queries. 888-429-0941. We give you some advice. And it's meant good-hearted. Like, we might try and get a little ha-ha, but, I mean, we trying to help y'all out, for real.
We're doing our best.
Trying to do. We know. What we got?
I have one for you. Good morning. My sister thinks my niece is exploiting herself if she teaches pole dancing to reestablish her financial status since she lost money last year from her fitness classes due to the pandemic. My sis doesn't understand. My sis is so old-fashioned, but what do you think?
She thinks she's playing herself because she's teaching a class?
Right, trying to make some extra money, but it's pole dancing. Fitness.
Okay, all right.
Fitness classes.
It's fitness. First of all, if she's not stripping and taking off her clothes, it's not the same thing. However, there are some flary ways that you can make it a little thottish. So you got to make sure you stay on this side of that line. Like, don't go out there and make it too busted open. But do realize there's an upside to this because ladies are using it for fitness. Soccer moms and the winos out there who got their wine, they like going out to do it with the heels on. Meredith, one of them.
I used to do it.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun.
And so there's some money there. And if you bring some fun, some creativity to it and everything else, you might be able to come up. And then you come out of this pandemic with a better hustle than you had. That means the hustle was in you. So that's a success. You can educate your family about it because honestly, I used to think pole dancing was just a way for people to learn how to strip until I realized that there were some ladies out there who actually had some careers that were doing it for some fitness and stuff. So, you know, definitely don't hold her back from doing it if it's going to help her make ends meet and she ain't got to take clothes off.
I mean, pole dancing is trying to be pushed into the Olympics, just to let you know.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I'm just saying.
That's not going to happen.
Not that I support it.
First of all, if it does happen, everybody that work at Mons and at Penthouse and a couple other spots around here going to mess around and make the Olympics.
Can you imagine if we saw them on the Olympics with the swimmers and everything?
I know that's Delilah. I know that Delilah.
I'm a gold medalist. Damn it.
Yo, her price just went up. Her dance is going to be $900 for 30 minutes. Like, nah, we don't want that. All right, Davi, you next up.
Dímelo.
It says, Dr. Davi, I got a quick question for you. If home is 100% straight, everybody's taken care of, my kids, my girl, and everybody is happy with everything, why, hypothetically, can't I have a side?
A side chick?
Oh, my God.
It said a side.
Well,
it said a side, so
okay, so you started this by saying everything at home is okay.
Right.
Why can't I have a side? Because if you have a side, everything at home won't be okay.
At all.
It's simple as that. You have kids, you have a lady, and your side piece is how all of that crumbles, how all of that goes away. And for stability, for your marriage or your relationship purposes, that's why you can't have a side piece.
But if you are going to have one, that'd probably be the best one to have if everybody's happy. If you're doing everything great.
Excuse me?
Well, they're happy because you're doing everything great.
Right. Once so you keep everything great.
Once you start slipping and slacking, then that's when your home life just becomes not so great.
We're going to find out.
And Mr. Whoever wrote this, you knew the answer to this before you wrote it. You just wanted some kind of validation.
Yeah, exactly.
You being tested, Donnie. Yeah, it's testing your morals. They like want to see what you was going to say.
Have your fantasy lifestyle in your head, not in real life.
Wow. Somebody driving around with a perfect, happy life at home with kids, 2.5 kids, a dog, a happy wife. You know, everybody's like, she's like, I'm making meatloaf tonight.
Yep.
And he's like, I need me a side.
Oh, yeah. God. Ready to blow up your spot.
That's how you lose your house. 2.5 kids turns into 1 1/4.
Sharing custody.
Yeah, I got them on Wednesdays.
Hey, I got one for you.
All right, what we got?
I have a question. Should your boyfriend be watching porn and looking at half-naked women every single day? Should I feel like this is disrespectful because that's how it feels? Or is it just the way we live now?
I mean, I will tell you, with technology, it is the way we live now, but morality still has a place in there. I think everybody should have their own time. If you have a person who you love and trust, and they want to go and they want to read comic books for 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, that's their escape. I don't understand it. I ain't got any pleasure out of it, but they might be living for it because that's something they love. Let them have that time. That ain't got to be our time. It's your time. And if my time happens to be looking at Carly Fox out of Philly, you busted wide, then I should be able to do that because it's my time.
It's hard to equate those two things.
It's not. It's something you're not into. Don't look at the content.
All right.
Whatever I'm doing over here for 30 minutes, my
30 minutes.
spouse is not interested in.
All right.
So I get to do that.
Okay.
And whatever I'm interested in that you're not interested, I mean, as long as I'm not over here depleting anything that's going to keep me from taking care of you.
Well, there you go.
But you
If I'm
kind of
over here,
are, though.
but it's not though.
But you are.
You're really not.
You really are.
I mean, if I'm over here trying out for the Yankees
Every single day.
every time I'm doing it,
Yeah.
then that's wrong. But if I'm watching it because I enjoy it and I'm getting inspiration and I'm getting my spark plug, my mom always told my dad, you can work up your appetite wherever you are, just long as you eat at home.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing. If I get charged up by watching this and then I come over here and lay down the business, benefit off that.
You're enjoying the business by yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people watch porn to enjoy it, and
Right.
other people watch porn to get to a certain space.
Yes.
If you trying to go over there and get to it every time you watch it, then you undermining your girl. If you getting charged up and a battery in your back, and you get going, and she gets the benefit, let daddy pregame wherever he pregame. Just come over here and do the touchdown dance with mama.
I would say don't make it a hobby. That's just my thing.
Some people hobby is for.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
let's see what we got.
Meredith, please help me. Me and my girlfriend of 4 years have lived together for 5. I have a daughter with her, and after about a year, when she was born, we split immediately. She left with someone else for a year. I was torn. It didn't work out, and we started talking again. I took her in when she was pregnant. I accepted it. It hurt so much at first, but I love that little girl like she's 100% mine. It turns out that she doesn't feel the same about me anymore, and I don't even understand why. If everything I've done for her, and she says she's over me, what do I do? What should I do? Please help.
And he took her in with her child as his.
Yeah.
And wow.
You can't let people walk all over you. People do make mistakes, and obviously that's, you don't want to be taken advantage of. Obviously, you're a really nice person, and you tried your hardest, but it's time to move on. You did everything you possibly can. And by the way, you don't want people being like looking at you like, really? You're a sucker continuously. You need to move on. You need to find somebody that's out there for you that can actually provide love and commitment for you. I mean, if you still want to be there for the kid, I think that's really cool. Obviously, it doesn't have a father figure that's stable in their life. So if you want to continue that relationship, make sure that's cool with the mom, like a presents for birthday or a card or something like that. I think that that's really big, especially if, if you've ever grown up without a parent there or a father or a mother, that could be really helpful and beneficial in the future. Other than that, go find you somebody that is a respectful, loving, caring partner, not somebody that's going to treat you like you're a piece of trash.
There you go. Meredith gave you the business right there, buddy. Just to let you know.
That's just how it is.
A short-term settle is a long-term and that's from the mayor horn. Just to let you know. Exclamation point on that. All right, let's see. We got one more?
Yes, we do. This one it says it's for everybody. It says, my husband just told me last night that he wants to watch me have sex with another man.
Oh.
He says he enjoys watching me be pleased. Is this normal?
We all got to take part in this one.
Side note, he has been my one and only partner. We've been together for 10 years.
Whoa, that's a lot to ask for from somebody that's only been with one person.
Okay. All right. We can all double dutch on this one. He's your first person, so he's more advanced than you are. So we can give him that credit. Before we tear him down, he's more advanced. You're still enamored because you're the new person. This is new to you. That's your first guy.
That's way advanced.
He might be missing out on something. He didn't had some questionable ladies or some some of all of these crazy ladies we've been talking about all day with the skills.
Yeah.
He didn't had all that, so he's trying to add something else to the flavor. So it's not, if you're not into it, you can say you're not into it, and it should be, a decision that's been made.
Can you imagine?
Well, hell, Dobby been campaigning for this for.
Not like this.
Not like that. Not roles.
Right,
but I'm
right.
saying Dobby been trying to bring somebody in. She say no, and he come back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and he ain't kicked out, so you can discuss things.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with him discussing it with you, but he shouldn't force your way.
right? I think you guys need to kind of find a middle ground because, like you said, he's probably a lot more experienced, more advanced. This is your first and only partner. You are probably not ready for this, but maybe kind of a couple steps closer to his side. He can go a couple steps closer, and maybe you guys can meet in the middle.
Okay.
Meredith ready to tear yours down.
Run, girl.
No!
You need to run away from this.
This is her husband.
Oh, okay. Stay for a little bit.
You
How
think
could
it's
you not
why is it
know?
over just because he's expressed
I
what he
wouldn't break
wants?
up. I'm sorry. I thought that they weren't married. This is pretty alarming to just bring up in a marriage out of nowhere. And this is your one and true person you're supposed to be for the rest of
I
your
think
life.
this is actually more common than you would think.
It is more common.
You would
It
think
is.
that this would be brought up before, like, getting married.
No,
This is why you need to talk
get
about
married.
sex.
First of all, sex. Don't give me.
To have sex with
Meredith,
another
Meredith,
man in front
sex-
of your husband,
I hate
like,
to.
whoa.
I hate to tell y'all this, ladies, and maybe some of y'all know, but some of y'all don't. Love and sex ain't this come from the same part. That ain't the same thing to a man.
I get it.
Sex is a tool to get what you need to get. Love is that girl who's gonna be there for me, who I could trust, who's a rider, who everybody who listens, who I listen to, who got the security codes. Like that has nothing to do with sex. Good sex and love have nothing to do with each other. It's a byproduct, but it has they're on separate sides of a guy.
I get that. It sounds like his fantasy lifestyle. He's just trying to creep it on over into reality. And if you are uncomfortable with that, you have to have an honest and deep conversation with him. Be like, that is not happening in our relationship. I get that that's what you like, but that is something for you, and I'm not going to do that.
If you went home today and Anthony said to you, now, I'm not saying
Right.
that he would, but I'm saying in an example, if he said, man, honestly, you know what would turn me on? Watching somebody enjoy you like I do. Him saying that to you should be the most honest thing you can hear from him. You should be happy he said it.
Ugh.
He shouldn't force it, try and broker it, start bringing dudes by to audition, none of that.
No.
But he just told you what he was
if
interested
she's cool
in.
with it, that's fine. Stay open-minded, and maybe you guys can have fun, and your sex life
I'm
can
saying,
flourish.
She don't
But
have to do it, but can't he say it?
yeah, you can be open and honest. You better be if you're going to say something like that, you got to be willing to accept the repercussions of like whatever's about to fly out of my mouth. Like, are you crazy?
I should be able to say it to you at least, not and then
do
you say
do you need to say everything that you think?
Are
though?
you a perv? Like, no, it was in my mind, baby. I'm sorry, you just look so good. I might be all right.
Do you know how
mean,
many things we think on a daily
but this
basis
is-
that we don't say?
This is your wife of 10 years. If you can't express to her your deepest desires and wants, who can you express it to? Do you have to just take that to the grave?
You can. Some things need to be
As
taken
Dobby
to the
speaking
grave.
in the world of escape. Who can I run to when I need love?
Orlando and the Freak Show.
All right, it's a wrap. Therapy Thursday. We need therapy ourselves now.
Yeah.